Aquarius and those dealing with an Aquarius, welcome to your general reading for 24 till 30 September with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. Two announcements very quickly before we get into your reading. I recently created a abundance manifestation course teaching on masterclass levels. It's an online course, very affordable, very detailed. The link for it is in the description to check it out. And also I am running my September readings at a discounted rate. All right. If you want to know more about that, all details in the description, you can contact me. All right, Aquarius, what is coming up for you? So first card, I'm going to show you the cards in a moment, but first card coming up there for you is the Chariot. So we're looking at what is, what are the past influences to you in the present. So we've got the Chariot energy there. So some of you really had to push yourself, you had to really sort of motivate yourself and maybe even be a bit hard on yourself, choose to see the glass as half empty as opposed to half, literally see it as half empty as opposed to half full, because I can see that a lot of you needed to deal with a lot of issues. And I can almost say, like, the word that's coming up in my head that my spiritual team is giving me is that you needed to deal with a whole lot of complaints. All right, I know what those complaints entail, but you needed to deal with complaints. Now, what I also want you to do, Aquarius, I want you to think of something that's on your mind. All right. At the end of the reading, I'm going to draw an angel card for you in answer to your question. So think upon it. All right. And be open to receive. And so let's just finish this part of your reading for you first. So we've got the Chariot there. Some challenges. It's almost like you needed to get back in tune with your emotions in many, many ways. And not necessarily the pretty side of the emotions, the very difficult things that we need to go through, which has brought you at this Knight of Pentacles at the moment. So this is a little bit of a crossroads that you are actually at, So which direction to almost sort of like, head from this crossroads, So you're at this crossroads, and which direction is that you need to go to? You go this way, do you go that way? And I do see that for some of you, there are some decisions that you need to make about money. Maybe quite dire decisions that you need to make about money. Maybe can't just spend stuff. Maybe needed to actually even, sort of like check in again and say to yourself, well, do I really need this? Do I really need that? Did I just buy it at a time and maybe just buy it from like, like passion or something like that? And can I let go of that now? I can see that some of you had to go through that, and maybe still is, and I'm sending you all love from my heart. We're going to see when we clarify what it is that you get there, what guidance it is that you're getting there. But I can see you sort of like almost like balancing on a sharp sort of blade, balancing on a sharp edge there. And going forward, you've got the Two of Pentacles. That is speaking about choices that you have, options that you have, options around money, options around opportunity. So whatever it is that you might be thinking at the moment of doing, Aquarius, know that as you go forward, it's actually giving you options. So you may be feeling at the moment very much like, is anything even worth it? What's the point of anything? You might be feeling very much like that at this particular point in time. And what I'm going to say to you is, do the best that you can with the knowledge and the understanding that you have. But going forward, notice that the difficult steps that you are taking right now, those difficult steps are actually opening the doors to quite beautiful opportunities for you. Okay. So let's clarify, my beautiful Aquarius. We're going to clarify the Chariot energy first. So we're going to clarify that past energy there that has brought you towards where you currently are. And obviously the Chariot energy is also a Cancerian energy, a moon energy, an emotional energy. But the Chariot energy has also got quite a lot to do with sort of like spiritual ascension, going to that next level. It's sort of very much like that as well. Going from almost like a human sort of like entrapment to a more spiritually mind-free sort of next level. Okay. That's so nice. My dog is actually laying on my feet, like on his little blanket, so it's all nice and comfy. All right, so let's see, what do we have with the Chariot, the Spirit Guides and Guardian Angels? What do my beautiful Aquarius needs to know? What do they need to know? So Aquarius, wherever Aquarius is in your chart, you've got the Fool, the High Priestess, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so I can see that your heart started to open, your heart chakra started to light up. You probably stepped away from certain tables where love was no longer served. made some tough decisions over here, I can tell. I can definitely see that. So the Fool, the High Priestess, and the Page of Cups there for your beautiful, beautiful Aquarius. So definite new starts. But what I do like very, very much, I can see that you started to open yourself to new possibilities, to new opportunities, to contemplating new things. You know, how life can be different, how things can be different, how things can work out differently. There's definitely that spiritual ascension that has taken place here. And I also see that you opened your heart to genuine love more. So I'm not just talking about sort of like flimsy love, but I'm talking about the real genuine sort of love, you know, the real sort of love that it's very real and it's very authentic. I can see that you started to open yourself to that more. So you may have been with people before, you may have been in relationships before, connections before. For some of you, this could mean the end of a connection, it could mean the end of a marriage, but I can see that it's almost like you were not authentic with love. You were playing the cat and mouse game, you know, and sometimes you were the cat and sometimes you were the mouse, but it's like you play these different roles, but it was almost like part of like an emotional escape almost, I would say. All right, but I can see that you started to come out of there because of the spiritual ascension that started to take place, which could not have been easy. And I do see that for many of you, it's like you followed the right steps, but now you're in the space where you're asking yourself, okay, well, now what? You know, what do I do now? What is the next step from here? So there's a lot of confusion that I see for a lot of you that's happening here at this particular point in time as well. All right. A lot of confusion has been, it's almost like confusion has been piggybacking off you for a while there, all right, which is bringing you to this current point, this Knight of Pentacles, but of confusion. Could be a shortage of money, you know, a lot of sort of like money, almost like potholes that need to be filled. You do this one and then the money falls into like another hole and another hole and another hole, okay. So let's see what that is about. Clarifying that Knight of Pentacles, please, Spirit Guides and Guardian Angels. So you have got the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. All right? It's a little bit of a give and take that's going on here, a little bit all over the place. There are definitely some hurtful emotions. I feel that you need to forgive yourself for some things in the past. It's like you need to forgive yourself for things that you've done in the past, for times that you didn't know better. You know, for times that I can see that for some of you, you turned a blind eye to the truth, you know, and I mean, we all do that from time to time. But whatever it is, again, whatever it is, if you look at this Knight of Pentacles and this 8 of Pentacles, whatever it is that you are working on, you know, that you are sort of like thinking, maybe I should go in this direction. This could be like a new business idea, following a different sort of hunch, maybe a different passion. You know, I can see you, it's almost like you're starting from new, yeah, from fresh, from scratch, basically. And you know what? I'm going to encourage you to actually continue doing that, because it seemed to be the opportune time for you, my beautiful Aquarius, to be open to something new. Okay? And, you know, if you're open to that, then by all means, you know, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath and say yes to it. All right. Also in the comments, let me know where you are watching from. Where are we connecting from? All right. Where are we connecting from? Where are you in the world? I'm in Cape Town in South Africa. Where are you from? Moved back there actually only a couple of days ago. 2 of Pentacles going forward, clarifying, you know, the clarification, we've got the 6 of Swords in reverse, which in the one sense is great, because I can see that you've got some ties, you've got some ideas, you're focusing forward, you're focusing on the future, which is really, really fantastic. The one thing that you just want to be mindful of, Aquarius, is that you don't almost sort of like lose your compassion in this space. You know, be very careful of that. That, you know, like sometimes when it comes to manifestation, we have this idea like, well, they don't support my idea, this doesn't support my idea, I'm just cutting it out. End of story. Poof, crash, boom, bang, bye. You know, we can easily lose our compassion like that. So, yes, I can see that you are tired of freeloaders, but also please be mindful that you don't go into a space where you sort of make your heart harder than it needs to be. This is the actual fact. This is a time for you to be soft and almost like vulnerable, but and it's by allowing yourself to be vulnerable, because maybe you needed to be strong for such a long period of time, that it's not brittle, it's actually strength. It's like strength in disguise. All right, those are too many cards. The Magician came out on top, so yes, you know, going forward, you are able to really carve this beautiful life for yourself going forward. So if you are concerned about the future, and look at that with the Emperor as well, you know, so that beautiful Mercury energy with the Magician and the Emperor, that Aries energy. So if you are concerned about the future going forward, my beautiful, beautiful Aquarius, and you are thinking to yourself, do I have what it takes to, you know, to build a beautiful life for myself? The answer is a definite yes. Okay. Now, I hope you've got your question. You're still thinking of your question, the thing that's on your mind. Let's see what the angels have for you with that. I'd also like to make use of this opportunity to thank all of you that are so generously supporting my channel, generously supporting my work. Thank you very much for that. May you be blessed in an abundantly beautiful, special way. I appreciate it with all of my heart. Now, let's see what we have. Oops, okay. So, oh, how beautiful is that? The angels are saying to you, my beautiful Aquarius, no need to worry. The angels have got your back. The universe has got your back. You are not alone. Whatever it is that you need help with and support with, it's here for you now. All you need to do is open your heart, mind, and soul to it and say yes to it. All right. So thank you so much for watching my video. I look forward to see what you're writing in the comments, what it is that you are ready for. May you have a beautiful life. May your future be more beautiful than you ever imagined. May your heart's desires be beautifully filled with abundance, prosperity, and light, and every single thing that is positive. From my heart and for your highest good, namaste, love and light. I'll see you next time.